Today, the worst disaster I ever had live on stage and the way that I fixed it to make sure that it never happened again. In the world of using multi-tracks and stems, the most disastrous thing that can happen is if your drummer loses his in-ear monitors. And it happens more times than you think. Many times drummers are just good enough to recover, and thank goodness the drummer I was playing with at the time was able to sort of just make it through the song. But however, if you're using a click track and your multi-track stems are attached to that click track and your drummer loses his monitors, you are in some serious trouble. Most in-ear packs use batteries. Now, obviously, you're gonna have to have battery packs for wireless, and your people on the front, for the most part, can survive one of those occasions, because you'll just see that we'll just simply pull one of our in-ear buds out and we can get through a song until we can get the pack changed. Your drummer does not have that luxury. If he loses the click, you're almost certainly going to get off of the track. That's just the way that it works. What I have since done in recent years is taken my drummers completely off of battery operated packs. I've tried several different headphone amps as the monitoring setup for the drummer. However, I've recently landed on the best one I've ever used, and it's the one that I will continue to use. That is the Rolls PM55P personal monitor amp limiter. The Rolls PM55 has a power supply option, so you never have to worry about your drummer losing power to his in-ear setup again. It has a built-in optical limiter switch. XLR signal features ground lift to do away with unwanted signal interference. It has stereo and mono 1/4-inch monitor inputs. It has a 3.5mm and 1/4-inch headphone outputs. It does come equipped with the PS27 power source. You can also use a 9-volt battery if you really wanted to. And the amp inside offers some very serious output with extremely low distortion. One feature that many of you might find interesting is the fact that it actually has 2 input signals. You actually have the XLR mic level signal and then also the monitor level signal. This obviously gives the musician the option to take their own input signal into the monitoring amp, giving you the ability to mix your own signal into your ears if you want more of yourself. And I absolutely love the fact that you've got the option of the 3.5mm headphone output jack as well as the 1/4-inch jack. That's very helpful, very useful. For most people, if you don't mount the PM55 up on your instrument and you actually just lay it on the floor, you're gonna need some sort of headphone extender. I never use cheap headphone extenders. I try to buy good quality cables, and then I always mount a little carabiner clip, the type that you buy for your keyring, with a piece of gaff tape onto the end of that extender cable so that I can clip it onto my belt or a pocket or a piece of clothing. It makes it very handy and very easy. So that's basically it. Never have the disaster of your drummer losing his in-ear monitor mix or losing the click track ever again. Always put your drummer's monitoring on a powered source. Never use batteries. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We'll see you next Monday, 10 o'clock.